We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is set to meet visiting Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim on Wednesday. The two leaders will hold talks on strengthening bilateral relations between Manila and Kuala Lumpur. Discussions on the regional and global issues shall also be included during Anwar's one-day official visit. This will be his first trip to the Philippines since he was sworn in as Malaysia's 10th Prime Minister last year. Earlier, Anwar said in a tweet that he was looking forward to building better ties with the Philippines, citing strong cooperation on bilateral and regional and multilateral forums between both countries. He said he also hopes to work closely with Marcos' administration. A lawmaker seeks a bigger budget for skill retooling that will reinforce the competencies of public school teachers in English, mathematics, and science. Quezon City 4th District Representative Marvin Rillo has called for the annual 1.5 billion pesos allocation in the national budget for the in-service training of teachers starting next year. Congress allocates an average of 746 million pesos per year for the professional development of teachers. The lawmaker also urged the Department of Education to partner with private K-12 schools, along with public and private institutions to help in the training courses. The Committee on Basic Education and Culture earlier endorsed the approval of House Bill number 238, which proposes the creation of a Teacher Education and Training Committee. The measure also proposes a ladderized approach in the K-12 curriculum. Earlier, Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte vowed to improve the curriculum and prepare learners with 21st century skills, discipline, and patriotism. House Speaker Martin Romualdez plans to propose a one-strike policy against non-performing collectors of the Bureau of Internal Revenue and the Bureau of Customs. In our news release, Romualdez said collectors who fail to meet their revenue targets should be replaced by competent ones to ensure collection efficiency. Romualdez said their inability to meet targets has been compromising the government's programs, especially in the sector of agriculture, health, education, and infrastructure. He noted that meeting target revenues is needed to ensure additional funds for social protection programs such as subsidies, hospitalization, education, and job creation. For over 60 years, the Philippines and Israel continue to fortify the long-standing ties as it celebrates its deepening friendship and innovative goals. Israel Ambassador to Manila Ilan Floss said his vision is that Israel and the Philippines will establish bridges of innovation and technology as it shares 65 years of strengthening ties. He added authorities are working on an exchange between startup companies and enabling Philippine startups to enter into Israel. Floss said that as an innovation hub, Israel could support the Philippines by internationalizing Filipino startups to build a stronger industry. In 2002, Israel had over 6,000 active startups, making the country a world leader in startups per capita. Israel and the Philippines friendship began as Manila opened its doors to Holocaust refugees in the late 1930s and later voted for the creation of the State of Israel. That's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We're also shown on the social media pages of the Presidential Communications Office and Radyo Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I'm Stephanie Civiliano. We tell stories that inspire change.